nod your way back. Welcome back, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, my friends, my guest tonight, my guest this evening has served as the junior senator from the great state of New Jersey since 2013. Please welcome back to The Late Show, Senator Cory Booker. Please.
I thought we would do this lying down, head to head, you know?
You should try it sometime. You should try legislating lying down. It really takes the stress off.
Yes.
Plus, it's like a little facelift. Everything, the gravity just goes back like that.
I'm sure C-SPAN would make us look a lot better if we were, you know, from top to bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Now, sir, we're in a presidential election year.
Yes.
And one of the candidates of the two major parties here was recently found guilty of 34 felony counts. You have a law degree, true?
Yes.
You went to Yale Law. That's one of them fancy ones, right?
I have a law degree.
Fancy ones. Fancy one. Yale's one of the fancy ones, right?
I thank you for saying
okay, it's
that.
fancy.
Thank you for saying
I said fancy.
Yeah. Say it louder so my mom hears it.
Well, what did you make of this verdict? People, like some people trying to defend the former president, goes like, there's no crime here. This is real. This has never been done before. This is totally fabricated. This is made up from whole cloth. This is Alvin Bragg just trying to put two things together that don't go together. This isn't real. This is lawfare. This is weaponizing our justice system against President Trump. How dare you, sir? How dare you? I'm putting the system on trial.
I find that ridiculous.
Is this not a crime? I mean, but what about the accusation that this is not actually, there's no crime here?
So you have a jury that was selected by the prosecutors and the defense. They agreed on a jury of 12 people that ranged from Fox News watchers all the way to no news watchers. These folks considered the facts, the law, and the evidence. They deliberated after a 6-week trial, and they came back unanimously with 34 counts. And so
that sounds to me, and just for a second, sir, excuse me, if you'll allow me.
No, go ahead, please,
let me get a word in here. If you're not going to filibuster me
I'm not going to filibuster you.
Sounds like the fix was in from the beginning. If those guys didn't have to debate it that much and they came back with 34 convictions right away, it sounds like they already made up their minds before the trial started. You have to admit that that's what that sounds like.
I actually don't think it sounds like that. I think it sounds like incredible citizens who stepped forward. They swore an oath to be impartial, and they looked at the evidence and came to a conclusion, quick or not, that this was obviously on its face criminal activity, and they convicted him for 34 counts. But I will tell you what I think you should pull the lens back and see a pattern now. There are still 2 pending federal indictments where grand juries have said there's enough reason to indict. There is still a state criminal indictment in Georgia. One of those federal indictments was for election interference. The other one was for his handling of classified documents. The Georgia case is for interfering in the Georgia elections. But more than that, this is a guy who has been ordered by the Supreme Court of the state of New York to pay $450 million, where they found him, the Trump Organization, and other defendants liable for that much money. But there's more. For E. Jean Carroll, $80+ million settlement, not just for the harassment in that civil suit, but also for his continued harassment of them. And there's more. Even his charity, which is supposed to have noble and high-minded purposes, they literally were forced to pay millions of dollars and shut down because of using that charity not for for charitable purposes, but for his own political gain. Donald Trump, for his entire career, has been cited again and again for breaking laws. And people who defend him never say he did not manipulate documents in a criminal way. They do not say that he did not use his charity for unjust purposes. They don't defend that. They seem to take this higher view that, oh, somehow Donald Trump should be above the law. Well, as a black guy from Newark, I really do believe as an American, that tearing down the criminal justice system, when it finally holds to account a person who has had pattern and practice for violating laws, for corruption, for thinking the rules don't apply to him, to me, this is a moment of justice.
We have to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more Senator Cory Booker. Everybody stand around.